All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. We got some Thursday night football to jump into a divisional game between the New England Patriots, who are 4-point underdogs at home against the Buffalo Bills. The total is set at 43.5 right now. We got a couple leans on the game, and then we have a few player props that I do want to jump into. But before we do that, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video as well. We've done this challenge already this year and you guys hit it, but if this video gets 100 likes, I will start the next Thursday night football video with a nice little beer shotgun there. So make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. And before we get into the plays, I want to talk to you about the merch that we have on the store right now, guys. Make sure to go check out the link in the description, GuyBostonSports.com/store. Guys, we have a bunch of cool designs, a bunch of new Fade Me collection products like the ones you see over here. This, my favorite, is the Fade Me Santa one that we just launched for the Christmas Santa. You know, you don't have to tell Santa you've been naughty or nice. You just tell him to fade all your picks, and then you'll get a good gift there. But guys, use that promo code FADE2022 to get a discount on that product as well. So make sure to go check that out. Even if you're not planning on buying anything, just go see if anything tickles your fancy. Head over to the link, guys. We put a lot of work into the designs on the store, so make sure to go check those out if you don't mind. And yeah, we might as well jump into this game here. Again, the spread is 4 points in favor of the Bills here, who are on the road, and the total is 43.5. My first lean on this game, and I swear to you, it's not a biased play. I got some flack on Thanksgiving. It didn't end up working out. A couple referee, you know, that touchdown, who knows what it was type of thing. But I did lean Patriots on Thanksgiving, and I think I'm going to be rolling with the Patriots +4 here. I do think that this is the type of game that these two teams can have a hard-fought game. Do I think that the Bills are the better team? Yes, no kidding. But last time these two teams played, back in January, y'all remember that game, the playoff game? 47-17, the Bills won this game. So maybe the Patriots come out here and say, you know what, let's play with a little bit of fire here. Buffalo 1-4 in their last 5 games against the spread. They do have some injury concerns as well, but they're coming off of a game where they looked Thanksgiving, only beating the Lions by 3 points there. And New England actually was playing really good football, covering 3 straight games prior to their Thanksgiving loss here. And in their last 10, their against the spread record isn't all that bad either. In their last 10 games, the Patriots are 5-5 against the spread, 6-4 straight up here. So I do think, or sorry, that's 5-5 against the spread when playing each other here. In their last 10 games, Patriots 6-3-1 against the spread. So sorry for the mix up there. I do think this Patriots team can keep this game close. I think given that total 43.5, that's a lot of points to potentially lay over a field goal in terms of points to lay as the Bills, and only a 43.5 total there. So I'm gonna lean the Patriots +4. I swear to God, I swear to God to you guys that I am not being biased in this one. It is a lean as of right now. I will say that. I don't want you guys to think it's a final play. Keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if that becomes a final play. One final play that we do have is going to be Mac Jones over 0.5 interceptions. Now this one comes down to I think Mac Jones is due. Is he being smarter with the ball? Yes. 3 straight weeks of no interceptions. That's all fine and dandy, but this Buffalo Bills secondary is second in the league when it comes to percent of passes thrown with interceptions. So I do think that Mac Jones, whether he makes a mistake or the Buffalo secondary jumps on something, I do think that Mac Jones does end up making throwing an interception in this game. Hopefully it isn't a big jaw-dropping impact play one that impacts the former pick that we had, the spread there. But I do think that Mac Jones at some point is due in this one. He was just throwing interceptions left and right at the beginning of the year, at least one a game, and he's been pretty good at that, which as a Patriots fan I'm happy about. But I do understand that sometimes his decision making gets the best of him, or his wide receivers don't have the best hands and they hit off their helmet, bounce up in the air, and the Buffalo Bills will catch one, or he throws one and it hits the camera like it did earlier this year. A lot of factors have gone into Mac Jones' interceptions, and he hasn't thrown one in 3 weeks. And though I do root for the kid, I do think at some point he is due here, and I think you're going to get really good odds on this play as well, at least as of right now. So there we go. I'm not biased, right? I'm rooting for the Patriots to win, to cover 4 points, but also their quarterback to throw an interception. What type of psycho? Psycho alert. What type of psycho am I? And back to the bias side of things, you guys are going to say, I'm actually looking at Stephon Diggs under 85.5 receiving yards. Now you're probably like, Hugh, are such a dummy, Evan. But Diggs hasn't hit this in 2 straight games. Also, in his career against the Patriots, or at least not in his career, in his last 3 games against the Patriots, he has come up shy of this mark as well. And if there's one thing that we can know that Bill Belichick's going to do, it's going to be to take away the number 1 weapon on the offense. And I might be saying that's Josh Allen, fine. Taking away the top offensive weapon in the skill position set there is going to be Bill Belichick's number 1 goal here in this one. And when you look at wide receivers playing the Patriots here, not a lot of success as of late here. Some big names like Amari Cooper, Garrett Wilson, who have been playing really well, right? Michael Pittman Jr., all these number 1 weapons for a lot of these teams, just not going off against the Patriots, and that makes sense. The defense is pretty good, so I do think that they focus on Diggs, and we're going with his under 85.5 receiving yards. I am kicking around a couple other plays on the Bills wide receiver core with Gabe Davis, possibly Stephon Diggs, and maybe even a Devin Singletary out of the running back. So make sure to keep an eye on the pinned comment for any final plays, because I do like a couple things, like even Isaiah McKenzie's over 30.5 receiving yards, just because I think the Patriots are going to be super hyper focused on Stephon Diggs. I think that Gabe Davis and McKenzie could see a little bit more action and potentially more targets. So not necessarily looking at them to go under, even though I just praised the New England secondary. I do think that there are some opportunistic bets there. So keep an eye on the pinned comment to see if we end up adding anything, because our last play of this video is going to be Hunter Henry under 3.5 receptions here. Now, Hunter Henry, he did hit this on Thanksgiving Day, but he's 36% to this line this season here. And if we look at some of the tight end work, I don't want to praise Buffalo's secondary all that much, even though they are 13th in the league when it comes to passing yards allowed here. I already talked about the interception rate. They're 16th in the league when it comes to completion percentage odds, so they're actually playing well as a defense. But if I look at some specific tight ends, David Njoku hit his under in receptions. What else we have? TJ Hawkinson, moving down the list here. Tanyan, this is a decent defense in terms of tight ends, but I don't think I'm really taking this play because of the defense. I think that this Patriots team kind of returns to normal, and Hunter Henry, plenty of games where he just isn't seeing the targets. Like I said, last week he had 3 catches, right? Only had 5 targets, and then 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago, he had 4 receptions, which you're like, oh, he blew away that over. That's because he caught every single one of his targets. There has been multiple games this season, 5 games in which Hunter Henry saw less than 2 targets here. So I do think that this is going to be a volume thing. I think that Mac Jones is going to have to look elsewhere, because Hunter Henry is going to be the biggest body and everything like that, and I don't think that we see him catch 3 balls. If he does, all right, decide to fade me, but I do think that we return back down to earth here, and Hunter Henry maybe catches 2 balls for, 20 yards and potentially a touchdown, which would be a good game for him, but I just don't think that 3 receptions is the most realistic option here. With the implied odds based on the percentage that he's hit this on the season, this should be a plus 175 play for the over 3.5 receptions here. It's 2.5 right now on the line. I've seen 3.5 on some books. I'm treating it as 2.5, but I do want to search for that 3.5 because I've seen it on a couple sports books. I just don't have access to those, so I'm gonna keep an eye on that, guys, and that is what the final plays will be for this video. I know the Hunter Henry says 3.5 receptions. I'm taking it at 2.5 either way, but I did want to put the best line, I guess, out there for you guys to know that it is potential out there. But that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you guys do enjoy the video. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.